Sometimes we see people that are so far gone, you think that they've gone too far. There's no hope. They can never come back. They can never be redeemed. Well, there are some that Jesus says in Mark 3 and elsewhere blaspheme the Spirit. And that would mean to knowingly attribute the works of the Holy Spirit to Satan. In other words, to get to such a point of hardness of heart that you absolutely sin against revealed light and cross a line. You go over the point for which there's no return. But that's not the norm. And that's an extreme case. And looking out at this world, we should think that nobody is beyond hope. Look, King Ahab was one of the most wicked men in Israel's history. But look at what it says in 1 Kings chapter 21 about Ahab. It says this, "Then the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite. Have you noticed how Ahab has humbled himself before me? Because he has humbled himself, I will not bring this disaster in his day, but I'll bring it on his house in the days of his son." God had mercy on Ahab, a wicked, idol-worshiping king, the husband of Queen Jezebel, complicit in the murder of prophets and leading Israel into idolatry. But when he humbled himself and repented in one specific instance, God postponed judgment. King Manasseh, the most wicked king in Judah's history, his sins were so great, murder and idolatry, baby killing, that subsequent generations were ultimately judged. They could never recover from that. And yet when he repented, God had mercy on him and spared him. And what does Paul say about himself in 1 Timothy 1? That he was a violent man. He was a blasphemer. He was a persecutor of God's people. But because of his wickedness, God had mercy on him to show that even the worst of sinners can be saved. No one is beyond redemption. Believe God, reach out, pray. You never know who might become the next Apostle Paul, so to say, radically redeemed by the grace of God.